Welcome to the Akashic Library.
Welcome. Today, we're diving into a philosophy that suggests you can totally transform your life, all by changing your definition of a single word. Sounds pretty bold, right? Well, let's get into it. So, let's start with the question that kicks this whole thing off. It challenges a really common idea about what it means to find your way in life. It basically asks, what if the map you're looking for isn't out there somewhere, but it's actually inside you? Okay, so the first and most important step in this way of thinking is a total rethink of the word God. The whole point is to stop looking for some power way up in the sky and instead turn that focus inward. And when you put the two views side by side, wow, the difference is just night and day. On one hand, you've got that traditional image, an outside force, kind of like a judge. But this philosophy just flips that on its head. It says God isn't something separate from you, it is you. It's your deepest self, it's the entire universe. It's an internal thing, not an external one. And that leads us to this really provocative, unforgettable line. It's designed to just shatter those old ideas and make you see the divine in a completely new place, right in the mirror. But, what does God in drag really mean? Let's unpack that a little. The idea is that your personality, your thoughts, your entire life, it's all basically a costume. It's a unique perspective that the universe itself is using to experience what it's like to be alive, right here, right now. So you're not just a tiny part of the universe, you are the universe, just in a very specific, individualized form. All right, so if you're the universe having an experience, what does that say about your life's purpose? Well, this next part connects that huge idea directly to the things you want most in life. This philosophy would say absolutely not even close. It asks this question to make us wonder if the things we deeply long for are just random noise. The suggestion is that they're not random at all. They're actually messages. They're like little breadcrumbs leading you somewhere important. And here is the core idea. Your divine purpose isn't some complicated mission you have to spend your life searching for. It's much simpler. It is your truest, most authentic desires. That thing that really lights you up, that dream you can't shake. According to this, that's it. That's your purpose. And boom, there it is. That's the connection. The whole concept of following God's path gets a major upgrade. It stops being about following a set of external rules and becomes all about listening to your internal guidance system, your own heart. This brings us to another big, redefined word, salvation. And just like with God, it's not about being saved and going to heaven later. It's about finding freedom and relief right now, just by being your authentic self. So salvation here is really just an act of remembering. It's that aha moment when you stop forgetting your true nature, that you're this incredible, unique expression of the entire universe. It's about taking off all the masks you wear for other people and just remembering who's underneath. So how do you get there? Well, the path is actually pretty clear. First, you gotta stop trying to be who you think other people want you to be. Second, stop trying to squeeze yourself into a box that was never your size to begin with. And finally, you just line up your life with what your heart is telling you. That alignment right there is the feeling of salvation. Now, this idea doesn't just stay inside your own head. It actually expands outward and completely changes how you see other people. It takes that concept of the divine self and says, hey, this applies to everyone. And the foundation for this is a classic idea. God, or the universe, is omnipresent. That means it's everywhere, all at once. There's no spot in existence where it isn't. The logic is actually super simple when you lay it out. If the divine is literally everywhere, and if you accept that you are a piece of that divinity, then it only makes sense that every single person you run into is also a piece of that divinity. They're just the universe experiencing life from a different point of view. Which brings us to this powerful conclusion. It's like a new golden rule. Treat every single person you meet with a kind of reverence as if they are the divine in disguise. Because from this perspective, they are. We all are. So we end with this question, which puts all the power and all the responsibility right back on your shoulders. If this is all true, if you really are the universe looking out through your own eyes, then what are you going to choose to show it? What amazing experience will you choose next?
What seems supernatural is often just untapped human potential waiting to emerge. Next, shift your entire mindset in 3 minutes with a 3-minute mindset shift.